subject to control. To clarify, the EAT-ED does not abandon what we know to be safe and effective interventions. Rather, it gives meaning to these interventions and the importance of recovery. While meal plans, regulated exercise, and avoidance of binges and purges can help decrease symptoms, but they don't reveal the importance of recovery. Recovery can be more fully achieved by engaging in practices that promote positive embodiment. Vignettes and clinical tools are provided to facilitate positive embodiment through 4 pillars of embodied practice. A. Mindful self-care. B. Being with and working with what is present in the moment. C. Honoring effort and struggle, that is, self-compassion. And D. Cultivating mission and purpose. These pillars provide present moment skills for being with and working with the overwhelm that emerges in treatment. Scheduled pleasant events, mindful self-care, create direction and predictability. Knowing a reason for being and/or mission, a why, serves as a rescue line toward recovery, as it guides the development of realistic, intentional plans that are based on values, purpose, and personal meaning. Mindful awareness and listening to and connecting with internal experiences promote interoceptive awareness. Clinical examples, practice guides, and scripts are integrated throughout to facilitate the development of these skills, and the content comes to life. Throughout, Catherine Cook-Cottone calls attention to and honors the various authors, researchers, and therapists who unknowingly contributed to its foundation. Interacting with Catherine is one of the great joys of my life. We regularly connect and present together at conferences. Catherine truly embodies her work. She welcomes her physical and emotional experiences, directs her efforts toward meaning and purpose, and fully embraces mindful self-care, even when it is difficult to fit in her busy life as a professor, researcher, licensed therapist, editor, advisor, mentor, yoga instructor, nonprofit business creator, scale developer, and more. Catherine is genuine, insightful, brilliant, inspirational, and innovative. Our discussions are therapy for my work, body, mind, and soul, and I leave invigorated, ready to do embodied, meaningful work. Reading this book was no exception. I waited for winter break when I could fully immerse myself in it. The day I started reading, I found out that my routine mammogram was abnormal, which was followed by more imaging, an ultrasound, a fine needle aspiration, a biopsy, and then waiting for the results. During this trying time, I found Catherine's book to be a gift. I highlighted content on nearly every page. It helped me rediscover my why and view my body as a source of strength and wisdom, rather than something to control, scrutinize, and manage. I ended the book feeling stronger and more embodied, even before knowing the negative biopsy results. Quite simply, this book can revolutionize the treatment of eating disorders and help all individuals, even professionals in this field, toward embodiment. Tracy L. Tulka, Ph.D., FAED, Professor, Department of Psychology, The Ohio State University, Fellow, Academy for Eating Disorders, Editor-in-Chief, Body Image, an International Journal of Research. Preface. Be who God meant you to be, and you will set the world on fire. St. Catherine of Siena. The embodied approach to treating eating disorders, EAT-ED, evolved over 20 years of working with and studying eating disorders, EDs. For decades, I have lived the questions about unique vulnerabilities and circumstances that carve out the pathway to these incredibly challenging disorders. Anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, and binge eating disorder. I worked with client after client who came to therapy in a relentless fight with their body, the home of their experiential world. Over time, I noticed that for many of my clients there was, at some point, a separation of the perceived self from the body. Following this separation, the body and all that it needed and wanted became the target, the enemy, or the thing to be controlled and managed. This manifested as relentless and harsh criticism, withholding of nourishment to the point of starvation or death, smothering and overwhelming with food, excessive and hurtful